Hey, Chip here. No Garage. Um, I want to elaborate on a video that Big Mike from Wandering Iron put out, uh, which is a very informative video. I highly recommend you go watch it if you're going on poverty tour. Um, it could really help you out. Anyway, find somewhere to set my dang cup. Um, in his video, he talked about mountain driving. Some really steep grades, and he talked about utilizing what's called the stab braking method. So I wanted to elaborate on that a bit. As a truck driver, this is common practice when driving through the Rockies to help prevent brake fade, which is common whether you have drum brakes, disc drum, or disc. Brake fade can happen when you're riding your brakes way too long. It will affect people with drum brakes. Like this car here has four-wheel drums, so I'll be using the stab method. But even on vehicles with disc brakes in the front, this is a problem. I've had it happen to me. Big heavy vehicles, especially trucks, vans, very large cars. And it can happen with four-wheel disc brakes. Less likely, the more disc brakes you have, the less likely it's going to happen, but it can happen. So the stab method, what it is you decide on the speed you want to maintain or you want to go. So for example, going through the Rockies, coming out of Denver, it's very curvy and downhill, mostly, and very steep. So a good safe speed, 55, 60 for getting around the curves. Slower if it's super curvy and they're kind of sharp. But what it is you want to pick a speed. So I'm going to use, for example, 60 mile an hour. I want a 60 mile an hour be my max speed. So what I'll do while I'm going downhill, I won't have my foot on the gas. I'll allow the car to get to 60 mile an hour. Then I'll press my brakes until I get to about 50 mile an hour. And then let off. Then I'll let off the brake and let the vehicle coast. Don't press the gas, let it coast back up to speed. Once you get up to that speed, roughly 60 mile an hour, then you'll press your brakes lightly. Don't mash on them, you press them lightly to get back down to about 10 mile an hour under the speed you want to be going. You're under your max speed. And what this does is it gives the brakes time to cool off. Because what causes brake fade is your brakes getting hot. And they will get hot. We're going to be out there, in the beginning of June. It's going to be hot out in the desert. So what this method will do will allow your brakes to cool. During that time that all you're doing is letting it coast. Again, don't press the gas because you're just going to accelerate the time or shorten the time it takes to get from your 50 mile an hour back to 60 mile an hour. You want as much time as possible to give your brakes the best chance of cooling back off. That's why I say once you get down to 50 mile an hour or 10 below whatever your max speed is, you just let the vehicle coast again while you're going downhill. And that's basically it. It's a very simple system, a very simple way to do it, a very safe way to do it. that stab brake method, and it's the best method to use. It's what us truck drivers were taught to use, and if it's good enough for an 80,000 pound truck, it's good enough for your 4,000 pound car. That's noisy. Anyway, again, get your max speed. Again, 60 mile an hour for an example. Once you hit that max speed, you press your brakes. Don't slam on your brakes. Just lightly press your brakes. Start decreasing your speed down to about 10 mile an hour under your max speed, and then let off the brake and just let your vehicle coast back up to your max speed. And that again, I can't stress enough, that gives plenty of time for your brakes to cool off and will help prevent. I'm not saying it does prevent. I'm saying it will help prevent and give your brakes the best chance of not fading away. Because trust me, when your brakes start to fade away, it gets scary, especially when you start getting into some curves. So be smart, be safe, and enjoy Poverty Tour. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.